And welcome back to part 3 of this specially extended edition of Questions and Answers, and also the last programme in the series.
If we look to the immediate future, I think that there's issues far bigger than government coming down the tracks, and the biggest issue of all is the one related to energy. The International Energy Agency report, which came out in November, was lost in the media melee over banking, and it completely reverses an awful lot of the predictions that we've used to base our entire national economic planning around. And it seems to me that we're now at peak oil production globally, so we're entering the age of scarcity. We have this collective view that somehow we're going back to what was there before, with just less wealth. And I believe we're entering a brand new economic age, and the future is all about energy efficiency, energy creation, clean technology, etc., etc. And we've a lot of catching up to do in order to prepare for that, but with great potential to do so. Even Fatty Birrell, the chief economist of the IEA, reckons it's 2020.
Hey, Eddie, can I say this? I mean, any time you have listened to Eamon Ryan on this programme and other programmes, he has spoken at length about peak oil.
But that's why I can't understand it.
And I agree 100%
But then why isn't it in the report?
Just to come back to what Eddie was saying earlier on, I think the whole peak oil situation is going to change things dramatically, globally. Now, I think we need a real debate, though, about the economic fixation with economic growth, because that in itself is something that has never, ever been questioned.
But is it really beyond the bounds of possibility that we could not have a 10% increase in property over the next 10-year period? Even
Fatty Birrell, the chief economist of the IEA, reckons it's 2020.
But we told our governments, including your government, that the energy path we are following is an unsustainable one.
And I'm very honoured that Fatty Birrell was able to come today as part of his tour. I think it's appropriate because what this report is saying, I think, is of historic importance. And Ireland is a country that has to listen more sharply than I think any other to what this energy outlook is saying. Dr. Fatty Birrell, if I can ask you to give your presentation.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Minister, thank you very much for this kind invitation to come to Ireland, Dublin.
I think the whole peak oil situation is going to change things dramatically, globally.
Assuming that OPEC will invest in a timely manner, we still expect that it will come around 2020.
But is it really beyond the bounds of possibility that we could not have a 10% increase in property over the next 10-year period?
Even Fatty Birrell, the chief economist of the IEA, reckons it's 2020.
10 to 15 years of time.
What this report is saying, I think, is of historic importance. And Ireland is a country that has to listen more sharply than I think any other to what this energy outlook is saying.
We are asking for a global energy revolution.